What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we have my favorite Town Hall 9 war strategy, and that's Stoned Hobo, guys. Generally, when you hear the word stoned in an attack, that just means 3 golems. Stoned is just a word referencing the number of golems. I don't know how people came up with that, but stoned refers to 3 golems in the attack. If you ever hear shattered, shattered means 2 golems in the attack, and then if you ever hear cold-blooded, that means 1 golem in the attack. So today we're going to be talking about Stoned Hobo, which is stoned golems, 3 golems, some hogs, and bowlers in the clan castle. Now, if you can't get bowlers in your clan castle, I don't recommend this. Maybe go with a straight up go-ho, or maybe just think about a different army completely. But this is going to talk about Stoned Hobo, why it's so effective, why it's my favorite army. I use it pretty much every single war, every single attack on my Town Hall 9, because it is so strong and powerful going against these Town Hall 9 bases. I'll show you guys how to be successful for it, what you need to accomplish with your kill squad, and how to get the 3 stars, guys. So first up, let's talk army. This is going to be the cookie cutter type army that you're going to use on pretty much any base, and there's a few variables in here, but basically we're always going to use 3 golems. That's the stone part. You can also use Shattered Hobo, and that works out really well, but if you want to just play it safe and go with the stoned approach, there's a lot of variables that can make this really successful. And then we're going to be 16 to 18 hogs, depending on how much cleanup you want, how much wizards and funneling you want, but 17 is usually the number I'm using, 17 or 16. And then we got 8 wizards, and then that's going to help with the funnel. 4 wall breakers. The wall breakers are one variable. Maybe you don't need wall breakers, maybe you can just jump right into the base, but wall breakers are a variable that you are going to do with or without. And then we have a couple archers, a goblin, and a minion in there. Those are just cleanup troops for the back end to help clean up. Spells are going to be 2 heal spells, 1 rage spell, 1 jump spell, a poison spell, and then you're going to take bowlers in the clan castle and a poison spell in the clan castle. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping in with our kill squad, raging the kill squad, and sometimes we're even going to be using one of the heal spells on the kill squad to help them get deeper into the base, and we'll talk about that in the replays. Okay guys, in this attack there are 2 phases. There's the kill squad and then the hogs. The hogs are going to come in and clean up the rest of the defenses. The kill squad's going to come in, create that nice funnel into the base, and get out some objectives. With the kill squad, we're trying to take out the enemy queen and the clan castle. Those should be the top 2 priorities, the enemy queen and the clan castle, just because if you have clan castle troops running around attacking your hogs, it's going to be no good, and the queen shooting your hogs is always a pain. And then also, if you can get an X-bow in there, that's going to be huge added value. And also, if you can get the bomb tower in there, another huge added bonus with the kill squad. And a lot of times you can, just the way the kill squad goes, this heavy kill squad can get pretty deep into a base. On this one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going in at the bottom of this base. We're going to wall breaker in this little compartment here, jump through all this. So we're going to have access to the queen, we're going to have access to the clan castle, we're going to have access to that expo, and also the bomb tower and 3 wizard towers, not to mention all the point defenses. So we're getting huge value out of this kill squad, and that's really what you want to do, guys. Make sure you get that queen and clan castle at the bare minimum. Always try to get a bow if you can. Usually there's going to be a path to one of the bows at least, unless they're like awkwardly to each other. And then the next thing you need to consider is where are you going to bring in your hogs. So with this base, we're going to be working our way up this side, kind of up through this right here, and then all of this stuff out here is going to be kind of left over. So what we can do is we can bring our hogs in the top side as our clan castle is working there, or we can do what I'm going to do and bring the hogs in on this right side and work them through. Odds are the bowlers are going to take out this archer tower here, just because of the way they work and function. So we can kind of really focus on bringing our hogs around the top side of this base, using the 2 heals on them. Really, I was prepared to use one of the heals on the kill squad on this one, just because of how deep they were going to get into the base, but I actually kind of lucked out on the way things go, and we'll talk about that as we go. So we have a basic understanding of what we're doing. Let's go ahead and see it in action and talk about why this is so successful, guys. So when going in with your golems, what you want to do is you want to start one wide and the other one nice and wide as well. That way you can get that huge funnel. That way the bowlers aren't going to wander around. So we're going to put our first golem down here, our second golem right over there, and then the third one's just going to kind of go up the center of where you're going, and you'll kind of see that as this attack starts here, what we did with the golems. And then you have those 8 wizards in there to help with the funnel. So I didn't get it as wide as I thought. I wanted to go a little bit wider, but that's fine because we're going to establish the funnel here. We see that Tesla pop up over there on the left side, and this is all about establishing the funnel for the bowlers. I see that that wizard tower is locked onto my golem, so I think it's a great time to get the wall breakers in there and get that wall opened up before too much stuff happens. So we got that golem going in there. We got 2 golems on the left side there. We got our king and queen going in. So at this point, we're looking really good. We got a nice funnel. We got a line right up to the center of the base. We can get our jump spell down here to get right up towards that queen. We're gonna poison the clan castle as it comes out, and that's really huge. We're bringing two poison spells, one for the clan castle and one for skeletons or the king on the backside with the hogs. So we're gonna keep watching this as it develops here. So there goes that jump spell. The funnel is looking very nice on this one, guys. So here comes that clan castle troops, and again, right there, poison goes down, and we see those bowlers kind of step over right, which actually helps out a little bit because the Valkyrie was right there, and she could have targeted our bowlers, but luckily it worked out that it didn't happen. So right now we got the clan castle troops going down, we got the enemy queen going down, we got one of the expos going down. Like, we're looking really good. Enemy king is stepping up, which is even bigger value. Like, you can't ask for much more value than that out of this kill squad. Like, so while the kill squad's still working, you don't want to wait until your kill squad's completely dead. You don't want to wait until your kill squad's like down to like 2 troops or anything like that. While your kill squad's still working and you know if you need to use a heal on them or not. A lot of times I'm not using a heal on my kill squad, just depending on how deep I want them to get in. But I got all my objectives really early on this base. I'm going to start my hogs right away. Pretty much like 4 hogs on a defense, maybe 5 hogs on a defense. You don't want them getting clumped up around giant bombs. So we got the hogs coming in on the right side there. We do see a giant bomb go off, no big deal. We got that Tesla going off. We still got our kill squad working. Watch those heroes' abilities. First heal spell goes right down there on that wizard tower. We still got a ton of troops down at the bottom of the base. The hogs are going to keep pathing upward and through the base. We still got one more heal spell, which comes down right there over that expo compartment, right over the point defenses, and that's just going to help our hogs stay alive. And then what you're going to want to do is bring in cleanup on the back end. That way you don't have to worry about time issues. Giant bomb goes off there, but it's not a big deal. Our hogs have plenty of health. Get that cleanup in there and make sure you get this 3-star, guys. You don't want to miss a 3-star because you didn't have your cleanup in. So once your hogs are kind of set and you know that they're fine, don't take your eyes off your hogs if they're going to be going into a lot of defenses. Get that cleanup in behind the hogs where all the defenses are taken out. And we see that that's leading to a lot of success here. A really nice 3-star. This one was really well executed against a max base, a nice tough clan. And this one went really, really smooth, went right to plan, honestly. I couldn't have planned it better myself. And the hogs just got through there. We still got a ton of hogs left over. We still got our king, our queen, and this one, I don't know how it went so smooth, but this one felt really nice to do, honestly, especially against that max base. So there's kind of the basics of the attack. Let's show off one more and break it down. Okay, this base is a good base to kind of understand kill squad pathing and when to use a heal on your kill squad, because I'm going to do both of those things in this attack. Talk about the kill squad pathing, and we're going to end up using a heal on this base. Now, initially looking at this, my first thought was to start the first golem up top here, second golem right there, and then kind of work my way through the center of this base. But then when I looked at this compartment, I was like, my bowlers could get kind of caught up over here, and that could be bad. So I decided to shift towards going to the top of the base. So I'm going to have a golem towards this archer tower, a golem towards this outside compartment right there, wallbreaker right up the center, and then I'm going to have these guys all work down through the center of here, through the center of this huge open compartment, and I'll be able to jump through here with the kill squad, get that clan castle out, get to the enemy queen, get an expo out, and get all of those objectives here. Now this isn't, you know, full out maxed out 9.5, but it's still a pretty high level 9.5, and we do a really good job getting through here. And I'll show you guys what I mean by healing the kill squad, healing those bowlers. That way they stay alive a little bit longer and get a little bit more. But on this one, everything went pretty well to plan. I think the army's just about the same here. So let's go ahead and hop into this replay. So again, we want to make sure that our kill squad's going to path properly towards that queen and get all those objectives out as much as possible. So we had a good line to get the bomb tower out, get that double cannon out, get the king out, get the queen out, get the expo out, get the clan castle out. Get as much value out of your kill squad as possible. Now on this one, I do have a wall breaker fail. If you guys saw there, that mortar shell kind of came in and rocked our wall breakers, but not a big deal. But you saw what I did there. I had the golems on the outside with a few wizards, golems over here with a few wizards, and then another golem up the center, and just creating that funnel, guys. King's gonna go in. I don't want my bowlers wandering around, so I'm gonna hold on my bowlers until we're through this wall. You don't want your bowlers going left, you don't want your bowlers going right, anything like that. So I'm actually gonna pop my king's ability super early on this base, just to make sure I have that center compartment opened up. So once that hole is opened up, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my bowlers in, throw my queen in, start working down towards this base. Clan castle's gonna be coming out, enemy queen's gonna be stepping up, so we gotta get ready for all that stuff. Bowlers are kind of lagging behind, but that is perfectly fine. Actually, I forgot, this attack had no clan castle. It's really weird. They like forgot to fill some of their clan castles, so that helped out. But I did poison because I was anticipating a clan castle. I honestly didn't even check to see if there's a clan castle. We get a giant bomb out there, and right here, I want my kill squad to last a little bit longer. So I heal my bowlers, and that's just going to let them get a little bit further into the base, get some more of these defenses out, get some more traps taken out. So I think it's really worth, on certain occasions, using that heal squad, the heal on the kill squad, to get further into the base. And then we're going to go ahead and have our bowlers come, our hog riders coming around the outside rather, and they're just going to path right around the outside of the base. We still got plenty of bowlers up, we still got our queen up, and we're looking really good. That giant bomb goes off and hits quite a few of our hogs, but as you can kind of see on the back end over here, as our hogs clear all that, we got some cleanup troops in. That way we're not pressed for time here, guys. Always get that cleanup troops in there, that way you're not pressed for time. And we got that heal spell to get those hogs back up to full health. We still got our queen's ability. Giant bomb goes off on one hog. That's super lucky, and then we're just going to absolutely wreck this baby and have plenty of cleanup, plenty of troops left over. Still going to have that extra poison spell because we didn't really need it because, you know, all the ground skellies got taken out by the kill squad. No clan castle on this one. I forgot all about that. Kind of embarrassing showing that, but honestly, I thought this was really good execution on the base. And if there was a clan castle, I think I would have just healed earlier, and we would have still handled it really well. So I don't think it would have made that much difference of an execution on this attack. I think we would have still tripled it, to be honest, just because this attack went very smooth. Everything went pretty well to plan besides the wall breaker fail. So hopefully you guys are kind of getting the gist of what I'm doing here, what I'm trying to accomplish with the kill squad, and then how to clean up with the hogs on the back end here. So we got one more replay, but before we get into that replay, let me show you guys a fail and talk about why I think I failed and what I think I could do better on a nice tough like anti-ground, anti-hog base. I don't know, it was an anti-hog base for sure because the Teslas are outside with a giant bomb. And I'll show you guys what I mean here in a quick second. All right, guys, so my hit rate isn't perfect with this. I'm 5 out of my last 6, and this is the one fail. This base is actually a really tough anti-hog base, and I had a scout on it, so I knew that there was a Tesla with giant bomb up there and a Tesla with giant bomb down here, and it still ends up being a pretty big factor. I'm going to bring in my first golem up top here towards that first Tesla group, bringing in my second golem over here. It's going to path towards that archer tower, and then we're just going to work up towards the center with the kill squad. I might open up too much with the jump spell. Maybe I got too greedy there, but I don't think that was the real issue. I think my real issue here was I held onto my second heal spell for way too long, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here once the attack gets going. So we're going to go ahead and throw that first golem in. He's going to path towards those Teslas. I knew that that was there, so pretty easy decision on where to put that first golem. The golem's going to go in, work towards those Teslas. We get our second golem. I didn't expect him to go down towards that archer tower, but he does go down to the archer tower, which isn't that big of a deal because we have 3 golems. The third golem's going to come in, and then we're going to go ahead and get our wall breakers going in and work towards the center of the base. So at this point, we're working towards our objectives. We're working towards getting that queen out. We're going to be able to get the bomb tower out. We're going to be able to get the clan castle, and we're actually going to have a line on both expos. The problem here is 2 of our bowlers go around outside. Maybe I could have put my bowlers in a little bit higher, and that would have helped them not, you know, target these outside buildings. But, you know, that was a little bit of a mental error, and really mental errors can really ruin your attack. A lot of you guys are going to know mental errors are never good when you're attacking in Clash of Clans, and I had a couple of those on this one. So Lava Hound comes out of the clan castle. Not that big of a deal. The queen's going to be able to handle it pretty well. We're going to actually get both of the bows out like I expected to. I thought about healing, but really healing the kill squad, that is, but really, like, there wasn't enough in there for me to get value, I thought. So I bring in the hogs down here at the bottom. It won't pause for me. I'm bringing the hogs at the bottom, and I was too fast. I put in 1 because I knew the Teslas were there with the giant bomb. I put in 1 and thought I had enough time in between, and I put like 3 or 4 more in, and they ate up the giant bomb as well. So a little bit of an error there, again, a little bit of a mental error, but it's fine. We're going to get through there. We're going to be able to heal up this first compartment, and then we're going to hit that queen's ability right coming up here soon. We lose a lot of hogs to spring traps, and that's huge. Losing hogs to spring traps, never fun. We can get stuck on a wall for whatever reason. She had a direct line at that wizard tower. I don't know why she wouldn't go over there and smack that wizard tower, but right here is where I think I failed the raid. We still have a good amount of hogs in there, probably, you know, 6 to 8 hogs, but I end up holding onto this heal spell for way too long, guys. I think there was more than 8 hogs in there. I hold on to the heal spell for way too long. I lose a bunch of hog riders, and that's the end of the attack because I just let that king cannon just beat up my hog riders. and you know, I didn't do anything about it. Got to get that heal spell down earlier. I think the problem was I knew there was a bomb right here, and I was kind of cautious of that. I was overly cautious, and that ended up hurting me in the end. So this attack ends up failing and being a 1-star attack. Like I said, I'm not 100% on it, but my hit rate is pretty good. 5 out of my last 6, and this was the 1 fail. But there's where we could correct, you know, don't hold your heal spells for too long. Like, the hogs are a little bit beefy, but also don't let them die, especially if the enemy king is on them. Also, I didn't get the poison spell down on the enemy king. Huge error there. That would have slowed him down. If I would have slowed the king down, got the heal spell down, we would have been fine through that compartment, and probably had enough to get closer to the 3-star, if not 3-star this base. So let's go ahead and hop into the next replay, which is a 3-star. Okay guys, on this base, I decided to go a little bit heavier on the wizards, because where we're going in, we have 4 gold storages. We're going to go in over on this part of the base right here. Now there's 2 bomb towers because he has a 9.5, 3 bows, you got that queen, there is a clan castle in there, so we got a lot to accomplish, and this one ends up being really close, but we still get there. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our first golem, bring in wizards behind, basic stuff here. We're just creating our funnel, golem coming in, wizards in behind, so you guys can kind of see what we're doing. We're just establishing that nice funnel, third golem coming in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right up to the center compartment, go right in there, and we're just establishing that funnel. That's the nice thing about having 3 golems, is they can kind of just sit there and eat up a bunch of damage while you go ahead and get through the base. Now we do have wall breaker fails here because of the wizard tower and bomb tower right there. We're gonna pop our king's ability just to get through that wall. Bowlers and queen go in. We're gonna poison that clan castle as soon as it comes out, get that jump spell down. That way we do have a line up into the core as we get towards it. So all the clan castle troops going down, and as everything's working in the center of the base, doing a really good job about getting my hogs in nice and early here. So hogs going in while everything's still targeting on that kill squad, and that's going to help us be really successful. I poisoned those the skellies right there, the ground skellies that are on our hogs. The hogs doing a great job getting through all these defenses, working with the kill squad here, kind of working together, and we're going to heal the hogs as they come through this compartment. Actually get a little bit of a heal on our kill squad as well, and that heal might not have been the best placement. Maybe I was a little bit quick there, but we do get a little bit close as far as time goes on this one. But we still get the triple against a higher base. He had 3 bows, 2 bomb towers. I was pretty impressed at how well this one went, to be honest with you guys. It does come down to the kill squad ended up tanking and finishing off, but we still got a lot accomplished with the hogs, got really deep into the base with the kill squad. We still got 2 golems left, and that's what helps us be really successful for this. Got our cleanup in up top there, and we had, I think, 5 or 6 seconds left on this one, so no big deal. We still got the queen's ability, so nothing to worry about there as we get towards those defenses. Once she figures out what she wants to do with all this stuff over here. The wizard actually takes out that archer tower. We get an archer on that elixir storage, and we're looking really good here, guys. Like I said, time was a little bit close, but everything got cleaned up. It worked out for us in the end. So hopefully you guys are kind of understanding what I'm doing here with Stoned Hobo to be successful, why this is my favorite attack. I just think you can hit any Town Hall 9 base with it and have some good success as long as you plan out those objectives. Get out that enemy queen, get out that clan castle. If you can get a bow, which you should always be able to at least get lined to 1 bow, and if not, a ton of defenses. And if you can get that bomb tower in there as well, always huge. And then obviously expose any traps as possible with your kill squad. That's going to help you have success with the attack. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this Town Hall 9 guide. I'm going to be doing more of these. I want to work on my Laloon. My Laloon has been pretty weak lately, and then we're going to do some witch text as well. But I wanted to get Stoned Hobo out there because I've had quite a few questions since I've been doing a lot of these attacks live on stream. I've had quite a few questions about what I'm doing to be so successful, so that's why I wanted to do today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. You guys have a great day. Keep on Clash Bashing.